What's going on, guys? Nekoyam here, back again, and today I've got another X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you. Now today I am battling a fellow YouTuber. We're both fairly low on subscriber counts as of this time, and we thought it would be a good idea just to have a battle. We were gonna have some fun, and indeed we did. The rules we agreed to were UU and below with one OU Pokemon. Now I brought Sylveon. I love Sylveon, it's my favorite, and he brought Dragonite, which was fine by me, and I kind of saw that as a threat when coming in, and I was a little, how should I say it, I was a little excited to see Mega Bomb Snow get some use, and it was a little bit unexpected for me, and I knew that that thing had to go down. I knew that thing had to go down immediately. I'm bringing Arcanine, Galvantula for Sticky Web, Mienshao, Crocodile, Goodra, and Sylveon. He has a Goodra, Sceptile, Blastoise, Mega Abomasnow, a Dragonite, and a Jirachi. Now, I know he is going to lead off with that Jirachi to get up Stealth Rocks. So my first thought is I've got to get rid of that Jirachi. I've just got to get rid of the Jirachi. I needed to get rid of the Jirachi first off. So what I thought was I wanted to get up my Sticky Web at the same time, but I didn't think that the cost of rocks, him getting rocks up, would be beneficial to me. With that being said, let's just get into the battle. You'll may notice that I have sped this up a little bit today. It was a little bit of a lengthy battle and a little bit stally, so I thought I'd speed it up a little. I lead off with my Arcanine. He leads off with his Jirachi. I get the Intimidate off, which actually does help. Would help a little bit had he had chosen to go for a move. He switches out into his Goodra, and I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz. I got no reason not to. You will see the power of a choice band Flare Blitz. That's resisted, and it did over half. That's actually pretty damn well. Did pretty damn well. Here he goes for the Sludge Bomb. I get poisoned, which sucks, and it reduces my longevity, and actually did factor in later on in the battle. I go for a Flare Blitz. I knew that I needed to just take this Goodra out. Otherwise, it was going to be a major problem, unfortunately for me. I get the recoil and then take the extra damage here. And the only way that I could get in is if I was lucky enough to get a Wish off to my Arcanine. But he sends off his Abomasnow, which I think I was a little confused at first. I'm thinking, is he going to go for an Ice Shard? What's he gonna do? And then he reveals himself to have the Protect, which is, it's just annoying. I go for the Flare Blitz, and if the Hail didn't take me out, which it didn't, the Poison definitely wasn't going to, which was a smart move on his part. Regardless, I go out into my Mienshao. I've got High Jump Kick on this. He might have been able to go for a Double Protect, but I decided to go for the Fake Out, just, you know, smart move, smarter, get a little damage off on something, perhaps. I do get a little bit of damage off from Jirachi, and it gets most of that back with leftovers. I'm going to U-turn out. Unfortunately, I do not have a Life Orb on this Mienshao like I would want to. It's a Expert Belt instead. I got into my Goodra to take just whatever hit this is. And I figured it was Stealth Rocks, and I knew I could hit back with a Flamethrower. Get a little bit of water. Get hit back with the Flamethrower after all this leftovers, hail damage, just a bunch of... So he withdraws his Jirachi. He's not going to want to lose his Jirachi just yet. He goes out into his Blastoise. Smart move to take this Flamethrower. That does almost nothing. I mean, that really did almost nothing. I get my leftovers back. He gets his leftovers back. And I mean, for me, it's like nothing really happened for him. He did take a little bit of damage. I'm going to stay in. I know a Thunderbolt is a 2-hit KO. And I can take this Ice Beam really, really well. Look at that. Look at that. I'm eating it up. Eating him up. Eat them up. I could take another 2 of those after leftovers. So here I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse, just in case he wanted to switch something else in. I could probably hit it for at least neutral damage, unless he wanted to bring the Jirachi back in, which he didn't. I just figured Dragon Pulse was a little bit of a safer play, just to hit things with a little more neutral power. And for this Dragonite, I was kind of hoping maybe... No, not really. I go out into my defensive Crocodile. I love this thing. A lot of people don't use it. I get the Intimidate off, which is what I wanted because I knew he was going to Dragon Dance, which only puts him at +1 speed, which he now outspeeds me. He's going to go for another Dragon Dance to get up that get up his attack and his speed. I'm going to go for the Crunch. I need to break this multi-scale ASAP. After I see he doesn't have the leftovers, and I'm thinking maybe Lumberry, so I Toxic him to see. No Lumberry. Okay, that leaves probably weakness policy. So at this point I know that I cannot hit this thing with anything super effective unless it's an ice type attack. Which I don't think I have, I might be wrong, but to my knowledge I don't really have. I have Fairy and Rock that I could hit him with. No, I don't have Rock. No, I don't have Rock. Yes, I do have Rock. I have it on Gracia. I go into my Galvantula, it's just Death Fodder. It's Death Fodder. I needed to get a safe switch in, back into my Crocodile, just to get that Intimidate back off, because I know he's going to want to go for another Dragon Dance after this, and if he's not paying attention to the toxic damage, he's going to go down. He's going to go for another Dragon Dance, because he could get off some more damage. I go for the Crunch, and that is going to do enough in combination with the toxic damage at the end of the turn to take out this major threat. So my Crocodile putting in some work. Goes back out into his Abomasnow. This thing is, honestly, I don't know. There's 2-3 different sets that Abomasnow can run. It can be a mixed, it can be a physical, and it can be a special. I'm not sure which one this is. I'm gonna assume physical. I always assume physical unless I see otherwise. Here I go into my Mienshao, expecting to protect. This turn he just goes for the protect. I go for the fake out. Either way, at the end of this turn, my Mienshao was going to get KO'd. I go out into my Goodra. I need to take care of this thing. I go for the Flamethrower because it's super effective. If I take that Ice Shard, I'm not going to be able to take another one. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And Quad, super effective, and he lives. This thing is a special defensive beast. Either that, I don't know. This my Goodra might not actually be trained fully. I'll have to check that after the battle. It should have, but it did not, unfortunately. My Crocodile comes out, and he goes for another Protect, which is fine by me. I go for a Crunch. I know I was just trying to get an Intimidate off on him, just so I could take a Ice Shard much better. He does indeed go for the Ice Shard, knowing he is going to die at the end of this turn. I do go for the Crunch, because it is the safer play. And then, you know, something could switch in on it. Just, you know, it hit everything at least neutrally. Then he goes out into his Sceptile. And at this point, I'm not sure. I think I have, yeah. At this point, that's one Leaf Storm. That is important. I had to count these. I counted the Leaf Storms, and I was like, okay, I've got to count these Leaf Storms. If I can stall them out, then game over. So I got my Leafeon, or not my Leafeon, my Sylveon. I'm sorry for Sylveon, I'm so sorry. He takes that so well. I take this, and I know he's going to switch here. I'm going to go for a Wish just to go off. I'm not sure what the item that this Sceptile has. So unfortunately for me, I'm thinking he might be choiced. I was thinking Life Orbs or White Herb at the first, but it turns out to be choice later on. I go out into my Crocodile just to get the Intimidate off on this. I know I'm going to swallow up this nice Iron Head. This is going to do laughable damage, and I'm going to get that Wish back, which really did help. I'll say it really did help. So I'm going to go for a Crunch here. I could have gone for an Earthquake and then probably risk a lot less damage being dealt to me. At the same time, I didn't want him to switch in his Sceptile again and have it resisted, get off a Leaf Storm on my Sylveon, and then be able to knock it out, and that would have put him in a favorable position. So it's easier for me to just go for the Crunches, and at the end of this turn I do manage to knock out the Jirachi. So that puts me at 2-1 in my favor at the time being. So I know that I need to stall him out of Leaf Storms. He's gone for 1, here's 2. Alright, there's 2, I believe, if I am not mistaken. Then he goes, here's 3. I go for the Leaf Storm, there's no way. I ran damage calcs, and there was no way that I was going to live that if it was even unboosted. I was just going to die. It's just dead. I go for the Leaf Storm. I needed to go for a Wish here. I knew I could take one after the last one. I go for the Wish here because I know I'm going to eat this next hit up. Then I go for the Protect just to stall him out of the last one. I was thinking, but he doesn't have anyone. He's out of moves. That means he was indeed choiced, and that puts me at I'm going to win because I can Wish stall if need be. All I need to do is really get off a Moonblast, and then he's going to kill himself to the toxic damage. not toxic damage. I do go for the toxic struggle damage. I do go for after this. I figure, you know, toxic's probably gonna take him out, and I decided to be that guy. And well, I decided to be that guy and let the toxic off, kill him off. I'm just gonna be cheeky. I was gonna be really cheeky, and that is the close 1-0 victory in my favor. Guys, if you liked this, please go check out his channel. It'll be link in the description. He is LarryOakBro on YouTube and on Twitter. I really did enjoy this battle, and I hope you guys did too. It would mean so much to me if you would leave a like and a comment down in the comment section below. That being said, guys, I will see you next time.